Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural Battle Rap Resume Awards. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, thank you. The auto cue is malfunctioning right now, but that's just part of the game, you know what I mean? And this is, as I said, this is the first ever Battle Rap Awards, 2016 awards. This is a chance to highlight the best and the brightest in Battle Rap throughout this year. It's been an incredible year, of course. You know, I'm Tom Quee, but I'm not alone. I'm not hosting alone. Joining me in his three-piece suit and his snapback, which he premiered in the Mark Grist video, is a good friend of the show, a battle rap legend, and of course, most importantly, a giant fan of Batman. It's Deffinition.
Yeah! Keep it down out there. Thank you. Happy to be here. How's it going, everyone? I haven't prepared any jokes.
Freestyle, man.
Yo, I'm ripping it tight when I grip in the mic. Award show, yeah, we got loados. Yep.
So, yeah, this is, as I say, the Battle Rap Resume Awards. Me and Def are going to be going through. I'm sure if you've listened to this, you're probably aware that about a month ago or so, I put out a little, a little form with many categories. I just wanted to do it for myself, really. I think battlerapp.com did something similar a few years ago, but nothing quite as extensive of this. And this is the first year, I should say. So, you know, there's going to be categories we missed, as there were. Like, foolishly, I forgot to put Templar Surfer Kid on Newcomer of the Year, and I got my first meme made about me on the Gab page because of that. I got trolled. You know, it was a great experience. So it's a learning curve. I'm sure the first Emmys were shit. I don't know if the Emmys still are shit. Maybe, I don't know. The Simpsons seem to always say that Emmys are shit, so I just kind of don't really respect them there. But yeah, this is kind of the Academy Awards, the BAFTAs, if you will, Def.
Yes.
You know, some freestyle for you, but we're going to go into, I mean, Def, before we start, like, I remember there used to be some sort of, like, don't flop. They had, like, trophies and stuff for certain things. Did you ever win any of those, or?
I didn't know. I got nominated for quite a few. I know that's not as good as winning, but, you know, yeah, so they used to have an award show, but they brought it around about the time that Lunacy was in, so you've got no fucking chance of winning against him. Yeah. And then the next year it was Shotty, so I got nominated for Battle of the Year twice, I think. Not that I've been counting. No. I think I got Battle of the Year a couple of times as well. Nominated, but you know, I lost to better people, so it's just nice to get nominated, really. You know, it's not like I spent 4 hours writing my fucking acceptance speech that I didn't even get to fucking read out. But yeah, happy those guys won.
So yeah, if anyone isn't aware, as I said, we did send out the form to everybody, and I want to just say thank you individually, but obviously in a more general sense to save time, to everyone that voted. We had almost 900 people that voted, which is crazy. I put the form on, you know, on Reddit, on R&B VA, on Viewpoint, on Talkback, on Back Into, all those sort of things. I tried to get a wide gamut. I appreciate that most of the listenership for the show are probably British dominance, but a lot of the answers here aren't necessarily swayed that way, and I put a lot of international categories in there as well. But Def, you know, we've got a long night ahead of us. We've got multiple advert breaks. We've got multiple kind of musical guests that no one wants to listen to, so we'll kick off.
We got all night, though. Yeah, we got all night.
That's true. Everyone's live tweeting. BuzzFeed are going to put the most hilarious GIF moments, or kind of, I guess, clip moments on there. But yeah, this is a huge occasion in the calendar, and we're going to kick off with our first kind of section, which is looking at specifically kind of league battles, the best battles of individual leagues. Of course, you know, battle rap is made up of many different organizations, all with their own flares, so I thought it only fair to kind of focus on those sort of organizations. So the first category that we're going to get into was King of the Ronalds Battle of the Year. Obviously, King of the Ronalds have, you know, gone from strength to strength, having an incredible year. And this was quite an obvious one. This was quite an interesting one. Sorry, this is one of the most unanimously voted categories, in that the winner got 78.4% of the vote.
Oh, so, I wonder who it could be.
so it very much dominated the landscape there. But we'll work backwards. What I should say as well, each category that we're going to get into, I'll be naming the top three people who were voted for here. So the third best battle of King of the Ronalds, as voted for Battle Rap listeners, was Mackenzie versus Bard, which was a title match. Very good match from both of them. Bard's last appearance on the league, actually, which was quite a shame. But
sorely missed.
Shout out Bard getting his little recognition there. And second was Canel versus Bobby Rex. A very, very good battle as well. Great to see Bobby debuting. Canel is obviously a star in that league. Had him on the show many times. His Battle Rap Resume episode we've recorded. It's coming out soon. Listen to mine and Dev's Fozzy versus Jack episode, which was
classic.
That's been
so that's got to be number one, surely.
Well, yeah, it's funny you mentioned actually, because unfortunately that battle dropped after I put out the awards. So
it's a Battle Rap Resume Awards snub.
Yeah, that is.
But the people will get behind it, and we'll have what happened with Leonardo DiCaprio, and Noah will.
Yeah. It's like when Mickey Rourke didn't win for The Wrestler. It's like one of those great travesties. But number one, the King of the Ronalds Battle of the Year. Two Don't Flop battlers, but nonetheless a great King of the Ronalds battle. Dialect versus Tony.
I bet you and the Poison Poets on the CD look like a flamboyant poster with the Bee Gees. You barely know how to retweet.
There we go. Woo. Obviously, they can't give speeches. I was contemplating.
We've got them here actually. I'll just put dialect on. I can't do the accent. What the fuck we're gonna do? He's not here. Right, I'll just do it. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Yeah, it's just dialect here. I'd like to say fucking thank you very much for the award. They don't know it's not him, do they? It's all audio.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Right,
exactly.
Okay.
It's the beauty of editing.
What were you saying? That hey, it's a fucking great idea. Thank you for me fucking award, you bastards. I'm off to drink some fucking Guinness now. Right, take care, dialect. Thanks for stopping by.
So
any of the guests here, do we?
No,
they're not turned up.
I was initially thinking of like reaching out and like getting little Skype clips of their acceptance. I was like, that would take so fucking long. I'm like, I haven't got time. So apart from dialect, we're not going to have any more guests on the show in that regard. But yeah, dialect versus Tony taking the King of Ronalds Best Battle of the Year award, which is and
thanks for stopping by, dialect as well.
It was very, very, very good of him on this, the biggest night in battle rap. So we'll move on. There's Tony and Dialect taking that. The next award, which I guess isn't technically a league award, but it fit within the category, is Best On Beat battle. Def, have you ever? I was thinking actually, have you battled on beat on a camera? Yeah, you battled Saurus, didn't you? That freestyle.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever rapped on beat, so battling on beat's going to be very hard for me.
Didn't you have that EP? I'm a Cunt.
I did, yeah. I was taking the piss out of myself saying that even though I have rapped over beats, I've not actually rapped on beat, beat, as in like the time's not very good.
I see.
But obviously the joke didn't really work. So yeah, I've done a couple. I wouldn't mind doing some, but I'd want to do it against someone else who's shit, like Shuffle T.
Sure.
To just kind of, take the piss a bit. Like Ogmios and Harry Baker, they had a good on beat one.
Yeah.
Quite enjoyed that. They switched it up a bit. Really enjoyable.
So it's been a great battle for on beat, and really interesting category this one actually, because the number 3 was just it was more of a contest between the top 2 battles there, but the third battle, I don't know if you caught O'Shea versus Scorsese. That was a bit of a slept on one on Clash Money.
I didn't know, and I would actually really like to see that. Now I'm hearing about that.
Yeah. So
I'm a bit annoyed at myself.
I mean, Scorsese, as I mentioned with O'Shea from the Shea Meadows film, all about him, which is fucking crazy, with Paddy Considine, and I think he reached out to O'Shea, so that was mad. But yeah, this was an incredibly close split. So 38.8% of the vote went with number 2, and 39% of the vote went with number 1. Sorry, so. In at number 2 for Best On Beat Battle of the Year was Dialect and Double L versus Easy Gibbs and Villain.
Oh, we've got Dialect in the building if he wants to talk about that. No? Okay, next one.
And number 1, the Best On Beat Battle, as voted for by the Battle Rap Resume Awards, was Dialect versus Bilzar, which is another crazy On Beat battle.
Oh, come up this stage, Dialect. Hello, I've had a couple of Guinness. I'm having a great night, everyone. Thanks again for the award. Right, okay, yeah, you're having a good. Fuck off. I fucking hate Don't Flop. Well, don't say that, man. I won't have you. Fucking keep your voice down, man.
2 awards in a row.
Yeah, killing it, man.
Let's go to this guy's head. So, Dialect of BRR, best on-beat battle, and now move on to URL Battle of the Year, which was quite interesting. And again, we had a very close tie. Third and second place had exactly the same amount of votes, and these battles were. So third and second place, I should say, both had 28.8% of the vote, which is crazy. They were both tied. So we had at number 3/number 2, Mike P and Daylight, which is obviously a fantastic battle, and Sue Surf and Tay-Rock versus DNA and Keisha, and that's Gun Titles versus NWX. Wonderful battles. Very, very exciting battles. And then I think number 1, there is some debate over what the best URL Battle of the Year is, but I think most people will probably plump with Rum Nitty versus Av.
Wait, but you writer's block, right? But what the fuck them clowns when you need them? Soon as JC the big cannon, them rounds gonna delete them. But Danny get the shotty right in his mouth. When I see him, think yo got it. Cause soon as it goes down in the DM.
I don't know if you're too familiar with that one, Def, but crazy.
I'm not, no.
So you're not going to... No, and Av isn't here, we should say as well. So not at the
but
moment.
Accepting the award on his behalf. It's bloody Dialect. Get yourself up here. Hello, everyone. Your Definition. You were a much better Batman than me. Oh, you're just saying that. I'm sure loads of people have seen you versus Unanimous.
Oh yeah.
Much better. Just going to sleep. Oh, he's going to sleep on stage, like that Daylight did, who was just nominated.
It's
not the best award show, is it?
No. It's a first year. I'm sure the Grammys started off as Ramsey, the Brits, etc. So
we've just got to keep telling ourselves that.
Yeah. So we have Rum Nitty and Av taking the top spot there, and King of the Dot. Of course, we have to have King of the Dot. The great, amazing year for King of the Dot. A league Def where you're vaunted over there, right? They love you on King of the Dot.
They pretty well do as well. I mean, what's not to love? Obviously, I'm surprised I haven't been nominated for an award for King of the Dot because I'm that popular. I love that, what's he called, Orgasm. I love Bully the Kid. I love them all. They're all amazing.
We have just amazing year from them, which is testament to this. In at third place, as voted for by you guys, was the Soras versus Daylight. Fantastic bunker battle. That was a bit of a surprise to me, actually. Personally, I'm not going to sort of vex my own awards here by disagreeing with them, but that was so surprising. Second, Pat Stay versus Hollow, which was terrific event. And it's probably no surprise that Iron Solomon versus Disaster was voted as the number 1 best King of the Dot battle of the year.
Them hoes aren't playing. See, everybody knows our name because I be tossing paper like I'm trying to expose Arcane.
Yeah, really good battle. Really enjoyed it. It's finally happened. A lot of people have wanted this battle for like the last 10 years, and for it to finally go down, banging battle.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding battle. And finally, to close out this portion of the show, we of course have our Don't Flop Battle of the Year. This is a high, contested as fuck. There was so many good battles here that were coming through. In at third place with 13.5% of the vote, Shuffle T versus Heretic.
Ooh.
Which was a nice surprise, actually. Probably, no offense, Heretic, but probably there for Shovel T's performance, which is just like, fuck. Like, I don't want to call it a comeback because the guy's consistently genius, but it's really marquee from him there.
Killed it. Killed it.
Yeah.
That vegan round.
Yeah.
What else did he do? We did the one about the guy meeting him in a bar and giving him bars. Oh, the wordplay. Smashed it.
Yeah, unbelievable. And I mean, that's more on a sort of comedy tip, but the second most favourite battle as voted for by you guys, Don't Flop the Year, it's got 30.8% of the vote. This was Soul versus Raptor. Yeah, another.
We've actually got Soul here to accept it.
What a dude.
Yeah, get yourself. Hello there. Oh, how are you doing, Soul? What you got to say? I had a great battle with Raptor. Oh, yeah. So what you been up to? I've just been in Scotland, you see. That's why I'm talking like this. Oh, good. What you got planned for next year? Oh, just do a couple of promo battles. I'll probably not put the title on the line. Ooh, why are you not doing that? Because I fucking hate Don't Flop. Bloody hell, man, you can't say that, man. It's only fucking title holder, man. Fucking hell. Get him off. I don't know why all these rappers are. They keep saying they hate Don't Flop.
Yeah.
It's really weird that. Really weird that. Well, it was definitely him who said it.
And Don't Flop Battle of the Year probably come as no surprise. It wasn't going to be Soul Raptor. This was with 44.2% of the vote. Tony versus Shocks.
Classic.
They wanted hate. So let's go star. Right now I feel like I could send a soul to heaven without Death Note Pass. I got dope lines around the globe. That's an Esco bar. I'm different.
I mean, classic. Very, very
really
happy
good battle.
to see that win. Don't Flop Battle of the Year. So this is so far been crazy for both of these guys, and just awesome to see them come together and do such a wonderful performance. But we'll move on, because battling, as much as it's a team sport, as much as it takes two to tango, you need your opponent to be good. Sometimes you just want to celebrate the individual. You just want to put something forward to the singular. You want to put a testament to their talent. And we get now into the individual battler categories, where we separate the sovereignty of excellence, and we kick off with best freestyler of the year, which was an interesting category to see come together.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to look good on this CV.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing some best freestyler when it's all written. So yeah. Well done, whoever wins this.
So again, quite a contested category actually. Interesting to see Charlie Clips not breaking the top three, but getting a lot of votes. Evil as well, getting a lot of votes in there as well. But we'll get to our top three with 17.2% of the vote. In at number 3 was Jay Short. Fair, right, Def? I mean,
yeah, definitely, man. Jay Short's really good. It's like very good flippability. Just all around generally nice guy. Yeah. He looks like he's freestyling all the time, to be honest.
He does,
but in a good way.
Yeah, no, completely. And he's just refining that more and more.
Very good at mixing stuff in with his written. So very good. Deserved nomination.
Yes, no, entirely. And in at number 2 with 21.6% of the vote, of course, it's Pedro.
Yeah.
I mean, how was that?
Freestyles everything, exactly. It's going to be hard for him not to get nominated, really, when you think about it.
But perhaps undeniable and, very expected with 41.4% of the vote, Sharon is Freestyler of the Year.
If you want me to rebuttal, then I may just take his health. You called yourself an orthodontist. Well, you better brace yourself. Because you talk about orthodontists, Hollahan and Pat Stay, but he wasn't allowed in the ring. So with Pat, with an orthodontist, if I didn't hurt his feelings, I would have been crowned the king.
It's about the only thing he's good at. I'm just kidding. Very deserved, very good freestyler. The best in the world, I'd say. I mean, it used to be the Saurus, but I think Sharon's kind of almost taken that mantle. Very good, very well deserved. Is anyone here who accept? No one's here accept the award. Oh, he's coming. Oh, Sharon's here. Sharon, I'm ripping it tight when I'm gripping the mic. Well, stop there, because that sounds pretty similar to what I said before, Sharon. So you need to stop biting. I'm beginning to wonder if I should take this award off you, because I'm starting to think you've just been biting. You've not been freestyling. So watch it, yeah. Yo, thank you very much. Okay, get yourself away, you little scamp. Go on.
So that was Freestyler of the Year award. Great to see Sharon going off with this award. And of course, battling can be incredibly serious. There can be life-changing moments in battles. There can be grown man bars and all that stuff. But sometimes you just want to laugh, And this is where we get to our next category, funniest battle of the year, which was a really interesting one to put out. Actually, this is definitely what I wanted to see, what people would think. A lot of people have got different sense of humour, and this was another category where third and second are kind of neck and neck, and then the first one trumps out on top. And a little surprising perhaps. So in at number 3, with just 0.5% less than number 2, is Carter Deems at number 3 as funniest battle of the year. Obviously hilarious guy. How long have you been aware of Carter for a while? Because obviously you've been battling a while and he's been around quite a while. Yeah,
he's been around ages, but he's kind of developed his more signature style within the last couple of years, I think. So yeah, really good guy. In battles and out. I've never met the guy, so he might be a right twat. But Yeah, seems like a good guy.
I think he's in the crowd actually. So that was, the camera was just focusing on him as I was reading out the results. So maybe that's slightly upsetting. But you get the feeling that
I bet he's catting around somewhere.
And with 0.5% more of the vote, and actually, I wouldn't mind to see this guy Battle Carter. O'Shea was the second most voted for funniest battle.
Fair enough.
I mean,
fair enough.
Fucking O'Shea.
I can't think of someone who's been funnier. Oh, has there been a shuffle in the deck?
Indeed.
Who else has comedy down to a T?
Shuffle T, everyone, is your funniest battler of the year.
He thinks I betrayed him since turning veggie. So now I'm at events with a Dairy Lee Dunker and a couple light snacks. I get the death stare as he squeezes his hummus fried wrap. Every breadstick dunked is a knife until the fucking guy's back, so now I'm walking on eggshells. And he doesn't like that.
No, aside from being a gentleman and a genius with Maltese, he's fucking hilarious. He's really, really funny. And I should say as well, a lot of other people voted for in this. Innuendo and Marlowe both got a hell of a lot of votes. But Shuffle, at the end of the day, it's mad what he can do, isn't it? He mixes comedy and bars like no other.
He's the greatest. He's one of the best.
Yeah.
He's all right. So he's went from the greatest to being all right. Yeah, very well deserved. Top 3 people definitely agree with that list. Shuffle D's had a really good year. Who's he beat? He's beat quite a few people, hasn't he? Because before this, he was kind of getting beat all over the shop. But now he's really came into his own again, and he's killing it, and I'm proud of him.
Yeah, he's had a ridiculous 2016. Really kicked off with Heretic, as we mentioned, which got a DF Battle of the Year nomination. Battle Carter, teamed up with Marlowe to battle Harry and Kraft. Battle Dundee, battled Raptor. The guy is he's just so consistent, still incredibly likable and still mining his imagination so well. But we move on to believe it or not, Def, there are some girl battlers out there.
Who? Heretic.
Well.
I'm just
Estrogen shots fired.
Have we got a Groupie of the Year award for one of those girls who's been sleeping around? I mean, Danny Jack's gonna win it, right?
Here we go.
Just thinking of jokes, right? Just playing, guys. Just playing. Honestly, don't show up to my house, please. Please.
The whole Training Days crew just outside.
Yeah. I heard you said I was Groupie of the Year, dog. It's like, whoa, Danny, calm down.
So we get to Female Battler of the Year, which was another, hotly contested category. There's been excellent female performers here. In at number 3, we have Don't Flop's very own Shonda Rhimes, which is great to see. She's had some excellent performances, had a great debut year. Number 2, My Verse, who again, not necessarily been the busiest of battlers. I guess most people are going off the Villain O'Shea performances. Excellent performances.
Yeah, really good. I think she's really good, to be honest. I think she's probably my favourite, to be honest. Yeah,
I agree, actually. I probably prefer her to number 1, but, the people rule, Def, and voted for...
There's a lot of idiots. I mean, they voted Trump, they voted Brexit, so whatever.
That's true. No offence, that's making it sound terrible.
No offence to anyone who voted. No offence to anyone who voted, but you're a complete fucking idiot, basically.
And with that, Bonnie Godiva was your female battler of the year.
You don't stay with the Glock. It's child's play if his name on the block. So big boy, your kid's toy could put A in a box.
And to be fair, I think the main complaint against Bonnie that I've seen, which I think is fair, is that her writing isn't bad. It's just her delivery is just kind of a bit flat and just not that invigorating. She has had a crazy year though, to be fair. She's been on King of the Dot loads, battled Ava, battled Sharon, battled Carter Deems, and that's just in the last couple of months. She's been working. So I guess she.
But her attitude stinks.
Yeah.
So it should have been. Didn't My Verse beat her as well?
I believe, they battled right at the start of the year. That battle.
Bloody hell! Who's been voting for these? I'm bloody sick of them. I bet it was them bloody URLs. Bet it was them. You can't take them anywhere.
And we get to Best Newcomer of the Year, which is always an exciting category. I don't know about you, but when they have like movie awards and stuff, I always like to see like Best Upcoming Actor, those sort of people keep my eyes on and stuff. And not that many surprises, but I guess that's down to the fact that these three guys have been, putting in work consistently and really, really entertaining. So in at number 3 as Best Newcomer of the Year, we have Canel, which is great to see.
Fucking hell. Yeah. Are you fucking hell? That doesn't really work, does it? I'm trying to say fucking hell, basically.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever had that before, actually. So that is a nice original line to welcome in on. And in a, kind of very, very close at the top, kind of duking it out. Makes sense, perhaps, so they were going for Don't Flop Newcomers of the Year themselves. Number 2 was Dank Schrader, and your Newcomer of the Year was Mr. Bobby Rex.
You don't scare me one bit. I don't look at you and think, wow, check out this hench guy. I should be scared he's going to do something. Nah, I look at you and think, you muppet, tiny little...
Deserved, I think.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, very, very, very good. I mean, it's been... who were the best newcomers when you were coming around, Def? Do you remember seeing anyone coming up and you're like, damn, like, this guy?
Flex Digits.
Yeah.
Who else was there? O'Shea.
Of course.
Jefferson Price.
Oh, shit.
Seuss. About it. Really. And everyone else was terrible. Terrible.
Shout out Ben Carlo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out him. Shout out Siddles. Shout out Fame.
Yeah. Luna's debut.
Shout out them all.
And we, just before we get on to Battler of the Year, just another category being Individual Performance of the Year. This being, a showing in a singular battle that people just think is, mind-blowingly incredible. And the third here is, a battle that I absolutely love, recent battle that came out from Born Legacy, that being Ill Will's performance versus Rum Nitty. I think especially people are putting this performance up there, not only because Ill Will is incredibly charismatic, has great presence, but I don't know if you saw this, Def, but basically in his third, he just freestyles the whole thing, takes suggestions from the crowd, and it's great.
Maybe he should have bloody freestyler of the year then.
No, well, the bureaucracy of the voting system is it's getting nowhere. The second most voted for individual performance of the year was Shox's performance against Tony, which is a just ridiculous performance, and it'll probably come as no surprise that the voted for as the best performance of the year against someone else.
Dialect, isn't it? It's dialect.
It's not dialect, I'm afraid. No. We don't have to bring him on stage yet. It was Soul versus Raptor.
Well, fuck your bars. Let's get personal since you actually think I'm shook, and how the fuck could I be scared of a man that would hit a woman? Yo, I said you deserved this shot. I was trying to be a nice geezer. It was you, Quill, or Gems, and both of those guys beat you. But Gems, did you turn Big T to a string vest? Woo! That line's ether, but you're more like a string vest. Cause you're a see-through white tee.
Wow. Raptor's performance then won that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Raptor's flip about hitting a bitch again, I think that's what won him into.
Yeah, I voted for him for that.
Yeah. That must be the worst flip ever. That literally must
but also the best for me. I could rally behind that. Yeah, you fucking hit.
So there we have Soul with the individual. And just before we close out this category, of course, we have to get to overall Battler of the Year. This isn't just about performance in one battle, but over their kind of year performance. And in at number 3, it's great here actually. I really like the fact that we got a URL, a King of the Dart, and a Don't Flop guy. It wasn't all of one league here. So the third, your Battler of the Year that you voted for, BRR listeners, the BRR Awards, was Rum Nitty. He came in third there. Yeah. He has had an absolutely terrific year on URL. Second, I think no one is going to begrudge this guy, Saurus.
Great, yeah.
How
really good comeback, yeah.
How the fuck?
Well, I say comeback, yeah, but you know what I mean. I mean, he just lost to me last year, and then a comeback from that, admirable.
That's true, actually. He's had an incredible 2016, and he lost to you at the end of 2015. I
think he needed that to really put him in his tracks. He thought, I've lost to the best. The only way from here is forward, really, and up. Definition's not battling anymore, so I can't lose to him again. So I've actually got a chance here to be one of the best. I think he thought that, to be honest with you. be perfectly honest with you there.
And just to recap, Saurus's 2016, which is why he's second here, he's had an absolutely mind-blowing year. So, starts off against Mood Swangs. I don't think a lot of people watch. It's got like 9,000 views or something. Battles Daylight, battles Cheddar Cheese, which is a really good battle. Like, I'm not really necessarily a big Cheddar Cheese fan. I just watched it randomly and it kills it. His second round in that is mind-blowing. QP battles Toomey, on World Dom, battles Dunks, battles Chiller Jones, battles Averb. It's like, fuck, man. And they're all really good performances as well. It's just, wow. But
he's the best.
He kind of is, like,
till number one.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, technically he's second, but number one, Battle Rap Resume Awards, Battler of the Year. It shocks the Rebel.
You used to run through opponents. Now you just kind of walk it in. No one leads dialect for years and still couldn't talk to him. That's because you're a serial procrastinator. Leave it to the last minute for thoughts to jot. Always on cam, beating around the bush like Game did 40 Glock. What?
Shocks who, by the end of 2015...
He's such a rebel as well.
It's like, it is a little bit the rebel suffix. It's slightly like, you don't need it, just call yourself Shocks.
I like it though, because it shows he's rebellious.
That's true.
Especially with Star Wars coming out, you might be able to tie that. That I've seen Rizzle Kicks is in Star Wars, so keep your head down. Shocks, you might be in a Star Wars movie in a couple of years' time, so just keep that rebel. Don't let the people who don't want you to be the rebel get rid of it. When they tell you get rid of it, be the rebel and keep the rebel.
Shocks the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah, exactly. I can see it. I
can see Shocks like chilling with Darth Vader. It wouldn't like that. I think they'd hang well, Shocks as that kind of persona. But just to get into this, Shocks Battle of the Year, incredibly worthy. I'm a giant Shocks fan. Obviously, I had Shocks on the show. Me and Mark Beatty recently did our top 5 Shocks rounds. Shocks is 2016. I'm going to count the Old English Battle, even though it technically happened in 2015. So the Old English Battle, amazing. Templar Surfer Kid, brilliant one rounder. Lou Cypher Battle, good as well. The Johnny Storm performance, the Coma, Raptor, Tony D. Unfortunately, obviously couldn't battle Math, but forget that. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, this guy, he really capitalised on his potential. Every year he's gotten stronger and stronger. Like, I don't want to say I'm proud of him because that sounds really lame and he's a lot older than me. But just as a fan, it's what you want as someone that you're a fan of, for them to really do really, really well. And Shocks, I think, Battler of the Year, it doesn't really belong to anyone else, I don't think.
Nah, he's deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a really good year. He's definitely... I think he's in contention for the title now.
Yeah.
He's just doing really well. So congrats on your award.
Yeah, well done, Shocks. I would like to have that. If you look at the thumbnail, we have Def's face imposed on a statue. That'd be great to have, like a little Oscar, just like your sort of chiseled front.
Yeah, they should.
Maybe next year when we get some more sponsoring.
We'll get a bit of money.
Yeah, from Kodak or I don't know who else.
Koj.
Koj.
He might be wanting to do it.
Yeah, maybe. Shout out UKBL. But we got into the final sequence here. This is kind of a general miscellaneous categories that I couldn't really be bothered to put into any more ordinated things. So we start off with quite simply the best league of the year. What you guys think of is the best league. To a certain extent,
King of the Ronalds, obviously.
Yeah, well, you're gonna kind of vote for the league that you support closely. And quite interesting you mentioned KOTR actually, because KOTR came third.
Wow.
They were the third most voted for league. So I should say that in the league section we had 780 votes. So a lot of votes there, and 100 of those went to King of the Ronalds.
Yeah,
which was pretty cool to see. 298 of them went to King of the Dot.
Wow.
And 308.
So that means URL's number one.
URL actually got 34 votes.
Wow.
Which is crazy compared to Don't Flop getting 308.
Brilliant.
It was big contested category. Probably inevitable that this is kind of a UK-based show, but the fact that King of Dot got almost as much as Don't Flop shows, but it's been a good year for Don't Flop, hasn't it?
Yeah, really good year, I think. Obviously, they've not had me on it, but you know, you can. I've noticed that a lot of the people who have had on tonight have been saying "fuck, don't flop."
That's true.
But actually, who's that? Come, it's Canel. Canel's storming the stage. You fucking bastard! I'll fucking say fuck King of the Ronalds. Whoa! Don't say fuck King of the Ronalds, you fucking battler. I can't believe they come third. They were fucking shit. Fuck, sit down. Bloody hell. Yeah. So it just seems like there's a lot of disdain for the leagues at the moment. Just everyone jumping on stage. Can we cut this bit? Can we just do it from the bit where you announce Don't Flop win, and then I'll say, right, we'll cut from here, we're going from here. Yeah, well done, Don't Flop. Really, really good. Good, yeah, well deserved. Yeah.
Keep it up.
Well done.
Yep. Good work.
Hope you win next year too. And at this rate, you might.
Now we get into 3 questions in a row that were a little bit different to all the rest of the questions. Obviously, with all the other questions, I gave sort of 5 or 6 things to vote on, and with each one also I put in the other category, so if you wanted to, you could write in something and I would count that as well. But with these 3, I just left them open. They only were other. There was no options else to pick, so you had to write in your favourite, and you know, I was interested to see what people put. So our first category of those is the best line of the year. This being the best punchline, the best haymaker, whatever, just the best line, but the best thing you enjoyed. So, interesting, you know, first and second are written by the same person. Maybe you can guess already by that. But yeah, number 3 was by Rum Nitty, who keeps coming up in this, had an incredible year. This is against Ill Will. I'm sure a lot of people will be aware of this line. I'm in the hotel, they say ill in the lobby. I grab the nose running. I'm coming down with something, which I realise when I say it, I've kind of, my garbled, brummy tones have kind of made that sound shit. But trust me, incredible line. Obviously, the running nose, you know, the gun, ill, down with something, like, it's crazy shit. But number 2 and number 1 are from the same battle. They're by the same person. They're both by Soul in the Raptor battle. Okay. Which is just a, you know, incredible line. I would have put the ordering the other way, actually, personally, but in number 2, which would have been number 1 for me, but number 2 was Soul's see-through wife beater line against Raptor. You know, T into a string vest sort of thing, that flip he did at the Gemini line. Number 1, guys, this is what you voted for as the best line of 2016, was Soul's "Didn't even at you, homie, just use the snake emoji."
Yeah, very good line. I was actually going to do a parody of it, but there's been so many that I don't want to do it anymore. But it was something along the lines of, didn't even mention your name for this battle, homie. He just sent the fat fucking dickhead bender faggot emoji. Which it wouldn't go down that well now, but look, I'm not reading off. I can't remember the exact boss, so it doesn't sound as good. That's why it sounds shit. Yeah. But yeah, it's been parodied quite a lot.
It has, yeah.
So yeah, fair enough. It's a very memorable line from the year. I'm sure in years to come it'll be quoted by tryouts who don't realise that it's now happened 4 years ago, but they're still using it to try and get attention, and they're still looking at it all the time for approval, because that's what tryouts do. Yeah. So yeah, well done.
Yeah, no, I think York said against Evil, like, he just sent the haggis emoji, and I can't remember who said it. Someone said it in Don't Flop, where like they didn't even name you, they sent me the rape emoji, which I was like, oh, what a horrible thought. Like, what would they even look like? You wouldn't want to send
That's that little wink face, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
And
I've seen that.
that would be my little most common there. But we get to another one where there was just submission based. This was rebuttal of the year, and again, we had someone who comes up twice, and someone that just got a singular entry. In at number 3 was Jay Shaw, who was voted as your 3rd best freestyler of the year, and his was his flip against Frankie. I don't know if you saw this, the whole Stanley in every pick, like a Marvel flick.
I didn't know.
No, but I mean,
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
As a superhero fan, I'm sure you get the inference as well. But crazy stuff there. I've heard a theory, by the way, that like Stanley is like the Watcher in the universe, and that's why he's in every. I don't know if that's just bullshit, but it's kind of interesting in a certain kind of nerdy way.
He's actually had to film quite a lot of them because they think he's going to die soon.
Yeah, I heard that.
So he's filmed like about 40 of them.
That's crazy. I mean, like, yeah, it just makes you realise how like they've got this planned out so well. Like, you know, it's that is mad. Your second favourite rebuttal of the year for the Battle Rap Resume Awards was Sharon's. I didn't even think this was that good, really, but it got a lot of votes. Sharon against Chiller, where he kind of flips Chiller's place scheme, and he's like, "It leads to your death," and it's like, yeah, I guess leads. I do, you know, whatever. It's not. I'm playing it down again. It was your guys' vote. It's democracy. What am I to say? You know, number one.
But you're all stupid.
Yeah. No,
and anyone who voted in this poll is a dickhead, and anyone listening to this show is a dickhead.
Yeah,
and even the hosts are dickheads.
Yeah, definitely. And number one, Jay Short with the best rebuttal of the year, as voted by you guys, where he basically is against Kojay, and Kojay chokes, and he says, "I made Connor choke. I'm Nate Diaz," which is fantastic.
Crazy. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what a rebuttal has to be. It has to be word perfect, make, you know, no spared syllables. And Jay Short, I mean, congrats, man. To have two in the rebuttal of the year is but to have two in that year is crazy. Now, the third category is kind of funny because I knew by asking this question I was being a little bit, being a little bit ridiculous, perhaps. I knew people maybe wouldn't want to answer. When I initially came up with the idea of doing the survey, I posted most of the question ideas that I had on Viewpoint and asked people what they would add, what they would take away. And a lot of the consensus was, don't ask this question. And the question that I asked was best antic, which, you know, I appreciate a lot of people do, you know, they don't fuck with antics. They don't like antics.
It's all I watch battles for now, to be honest. I literally go off. I don't look at the title of the battle. I look at what someone's posted it as on social media. So if it's like, dude gets his dick out in a battle, I'm like, hey, I've got time to look at some dicks. I'll stop watching the dick that I'm watching now during porn,
right,
and I'll go watch the dick in the battle.
So with this option, I offered two options. I either offered best antic. You can either put your best antic, like your best rebuttal, your best line, or there was an option that just clearly said the fuck antics. And I got 620 people answer this question, and 86.7%, that's 536 people, said fuck antics, which
wow.
I think the message is loud and clear there, Def, isn't it?
Yeah, but those people won't be saying that in 5 years' time when they've heard the same 400 fucking lines over and over, and they just want a nice little bit of antics, and they go, I miss the days when people got their dick out in battles. The golden age.
When that's Daylight wiped his ball sweat. Those were the days.
Yeah, that's what real battle rap is. Not this shit now where people practice their bars and stuff and like care about them. Mm-hmm. Get your dick out.
We move swiftly on to our next category, that being
he's getting his dick out, that guy. Dialect's getting his dick out.
Oh my god, Dialect.
Throw him and put it away.
He's derailing.
Oh, bloody hell, man. Give it on. He's had way too many Guinness, him.
Yeah.
His local brew.
So as Dialect recovers in the corner, we shall move on to best venue, which is an interesting category. In at number 3, we had King of the Ronalds' venue, the Good Ship in Kilburn, where they've held many a great event, including the aforementioned Mackenzie versus Bard. Number 2 was a venue that's very close to my heart. You know, not only have I battled there, Check Me Out versus 142, it's terrible, but I've also, you know, been to Next in Line there. I've been to several kind of, you know, training days events there. There've been the Fiddler's Elbow. And number 1, I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it, really, Def? The Bunker was voted best venue.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, the event's named after the venue, so yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
Once it's getting to that point, then yeah, I can see why they did that. So congrats, the Bunker.
Yeah, no, completely deserved.
I don't think the venue can do. Wait, are the venues going to do an acceptance speech? What are you going to say? Right, thank you very much. Thank you. It's like talking to a wall. Yeah. So.
The best, I mean, plays into a best. You know, a venue is only as good as its crowd, of course. And now we get onto the best crowd nominations. And coming in at number 3 was King of the Ronalds, as well as King of the Ronalds with number 2. Second is King of the Dot, which, I mean, I love King of the Dot. Don't get me wrong. So many great battles. The crowd is normally quite shit. So I think the fact that
I think they're alright, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you've been there, you've been adored by them, haven't you? So
yeah, true. Don't slag them off, yeah.
Yeah. And Dialect. Finally, in at number 1, the best crowd. It's Don't Flop, isn't it? They do have the best
Bloody
crowd.
hell. Yeah, fair enough.
They've done.
Though I do like King of the Ronalds crowd as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Crazy good. Best event was another highly contested category, quite slightly surprising one here. In at number 3 was King of the Dots Massacre 2, which was just wow. We had Iron Solomon versus B Magic, we had DNA versus Bangs, but more seriously, we had Moneybags versus Pass there. We had obviously Hollow versus Pat as well. So many good battles. In at number 2, maybe a little unfair on my part because I just put the Bunker Series. I didn't necessarily specify an event, so people kind of voted for everyone there. We're not going to get the Bunker back for an interview because that was pretty gripping last time. But yeah, that was the Bunker Series coming in number 2. And number 1, 8th birthday, won for the best event, Def.
Yeah, fair enough. I haven't watched the pay-per-view yet, but I've heard good things. I didn't go to the venue either, so yeah, but I heard it's really good. So yeah, congrats. Don't Flop always put on good birthdays. So yeah, hats off, guys.
Yeah. No, I concur. And
is coming to accept an award? Yo, bruv, do not fuck this fucking event show up. Do not fuck this battle up, bruv. Bruv, I'm telling you, bruv. Do not fuck this battle up. That wasn't a very good ear impression. My mate does a better one. I'm just copying off him. He says the exact same thing. I'll get him on the podcast next time.
Well, as long as there's a jump off.
I kind of ruined this event, haven't I? Anything about it, really. It would have been a lot better if you just done it yourself.
No. I mean, you've got to add in a jump off of cunts, and you sort of, you're almost there really with the whole our impersonation. But we're near the end. Just to final few categories here, and best cinematography, which is a kind of unappreciated facet of battling to a certain extent. It kind of goes on and you don't even realise sometimes.
That's what people do in battle rap. They're like, oh, what are you doing at the weekend? Oh, I'm going to a rap battle. What are you doing? The cinematography there. All right, yeah. So yeah, I imagine this will be sought after. I can imagine that lots of people consider themselves cinematographers who film rap battle events.
And in at number 3, I was very happy to see this league, other than even number 1 and number 2 placing in the top standings. This is Black Ice Cartel. I don't know if you're familiar with this league, but basically there's a guy called John Doe who's kind of their equivalent of Bagnall, who adds kind of like visual effects and sound effects that make the battles very, very different to normal battles. And he does.
I've heard of John Doe before.
Yeah.
He's been in quite a few movies, hasn't he?
Is that right?
Yeah, I think he's been in CSI a couple of times. I was watching Minority Report the other day. They mentioned John Doe in that. Yeah, I've heard of him. Really good guy by the sounds of it. Gets himself about.
Number 2, Don't Flop, and I think fair enough. Number 1, primarily because of Avocado, Clayton, and the whole team. King of the Dot, best cinematography winning out there.
Yeah. It's just really good.
Yeah.
They even have Bagnall over there sometimes as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fair enough.
And similarly, on this kind of production tip, we have best audio, URL in at 3rd, which I think is fair enough. Some of the audio can be kind of whack.
You can't, shit sometimes with them.
Yeah, sometimes you can't. But I mean, again, it's kind of, who do you vote for?
I bought these bloody Beats headphones, and all I do is listen to podcasts and shitty URL audio. I'm sick of it.
Don't Flop. Number 2, and again, King of the Dot on the production side, winning out, best cinematography and best audio. Shout out to the whole team there. They do really put in the work, and it shows. And as a fan,
it's like a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it
really is. Good, really high production value at King of the Dot. They do it good over there.
Well, I mean, Avocado, Kyle Gray is real life A-list. He has his own IMDb page. He works on movies for a living, like it's mad.
He's that famous.
It's just,
and he's filming your rap battles.
I know, and he's filming exactly.
I wonder what gives him more stress. Probably that dickhead who keeps asking every 45 minutes when his battle's getting uploaded, or Zack Snyder. I wonder which one.
I think he worked on Fast and the Furious. So just like
which one?
I'm not.
Oh, so he's responsible for that shithole.
He's responsible for the reverb on the revs, I think. But yeah, I think he's one of the guys influenced. So we get onto the you know.
I really like avocado. To be fair.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on you with avocado.
No.
Really not.
He's
I'm sure lots of people enjoy the Fast and the Furious movies.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Probably the same idiots who voted on this award show. Fuck yes. The audiences just slagged off. You'll never take me alive, copper.
Now we're on our we're on our final 4 questions, final 4 categories. We have best host. Of course, you know, no league is without a host. Is good without a host, and this is highly contested as well. A lot of characters now in the world of battle rap. In at number 3, Organic.
Yeah.
Interesting to see that he's.
I mean, he's just kind of cemented himself as a brilliant host, both in front of and behind the camera. Like, you know, behind the scenes is Organic. You genuinely couldn't meet like a better event organizer. I think that's kind of why King of the Dots sort of sailed to the top. And like obviously hers really similar as well. I mean, all the best leagues are the best leagues because of the people running it, basically. So yeah, well deserved 3rd place, Organic. Though, you know, you might have got first if it had been a Canadian podcast award show. You probably would have.
Well, I think testament to that is the fact that beating out Organic for 2nd place is Mickey Worthless.
Well, yeah, you know what? Mickey is a really good. I think Mickey probably accounts for about 80% of the traffic to King of the Ronalds, because it's a good laugh watching him, isn't it? So yeah, fair enough. Good host.
Yeah. No, he is great. I mean, yeah, interesting to see him being out. And of course, number 1, the main man.
Do not fuck this battle up. Yeah, I like when he says that. When he goes, "Do not fuck this battle up. Do not." You're like, yeah. You're like, so yeah, definitely well deserved. You know, I like all 3 of them hosts. So well done.
Yeah, no, definitely. Interesting category. And move on now to best hype man.
Okay.
Which is a slightly off-field category here. Number 3, we have Bangs. I don't know if you're aware of Bangs, kind of more of a iBattle URL guy, has ridiculously high-pitched kind of audience interaction, really has to
go on, do an impression, Tom.
He's like, oh my God! Like that. He'll just sort of like, you know, he'll really be, like at first, I didn't hate him. At first, like, who the fuck's this guy? Like, I think someone on YouTube says like, who's the dying walrus in the back? Because that is kind of what he sounds like. And then I just got this love for him. And now when I listen to battles and people are just nodding you over bars, I'm like, where's Bangs? Like,
get him back.
This ain't battling. You know, what the fuck, you know. And
this ain't real rap.
No. Number 2, we have Templar Surfer Kid, who's really rose up the ranks. Obviously, incredible writer in his own right, but great hype man. Like, great to watch, great to listen to. Guy clearly loves battles, really gets in the mood, the passion of it. And number 1, interesting that this guy leapt to number 1. I kind of put him on there on an off chance. I didn't even think that, you know, he would dominate this category, but really he did. With 37% of the vote, he got 233 of the votes out of the 630 of the vote on this category. That's the Damn guy from Grind Tour.
Damn.
Yeah.
Classic. I'm out. I said that in one of the battles. He went, "I'm out," after a good line. What else did he say? He said, "Damn."
Yeah, he said
that. He said he's sort of like I Am Groot, isn't he? Like, he says the same thing over and over, but you know, depending on the inflection,
they need a baby Damn
take
guy
it to mean different things. Yeah. Exactly. Bring it back. I mean, we used to take the piss out of them all the time. There's probably about 40 battles from 2011 where you can literally just hear people in the background going, "Damn." So yeah, his reach was far and wide. He had many followers, and just wanna give a toast to him wherever he is. If you're out there, that was wow. Did you hear it? Voice on the wind.
And we're on our final 2 categories now. The penultimate category is best crew obviously battle rap is made up of several crews, several syndicates, organisations.
Team Skype,
yeah,
are they in there?
TFN, no, sorry, Team Skype. Obviously, TFN's a different crew altogether. Team Skype weren't nominated, I'm afraid, due to inactivity. But back in the day, they were big, right?
Yeah, they were massive. Probably wrote most of Seuss's battles, if I recall correctly. But yeah, shout out Team Skype all the time. Shout out myself.
Yeah.
Shout out everyone, really.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. And best crew, 2016 in many ways has been the year of crews. We've seen the emergence of Daylight's X-Men, Av and Tay-Rock's Cave Gang. But we get to our top three. In at number 3, we have NWX, New World Order, perhaps unsurprisingly. Number 2, we have Team Hammy. Good to see Team Hammy. And at number 1, now this is one of the results where I'm like, is this just
Team Hammy?
Yeah, fucking big up Team Harmy, man. Like, they're just a really, really cool organisation. Number 1, Lightwork.
Okay.
So,
who's that?
Which is kind of Danny, Jack, Heretic, Sleepy G, I'm trying to think who else is involved. Frankie Fraser. I don't think they've done anything this year. I don't think they really did anything ever, bar a few tracks. No offence, guys, but whatever. Yeah. They didn't really. But there we go. The power of the internet.
I'm sure Poison Pen will be delighted with that.
Like Team Harmy have done so much this year.
Yeah.
But Lightwork
probably had quite a few gold records.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure well deserved.
Shout to Lightwork for winning that. You won the Battle Rap Resume Award for Crew of 2016. And finally, I mean, arguably the whole of this show is a giant ego stroke for me, and I couldn't help but ask at the final question, what has been your favourite Battle Rap Resume episode of the year? I had to put this out there. I gave the option to put in your others, but mostly I put up ones that I thought people would like. Obviously, yourself, Def, was in there. I'm afraid to say you didn't break the top 3. I'm afraid, but there was some stiff competition. So yeah, the best Battle Rap Resume episode is from 620 responses. The third favourite was Lunacy.
Okay.
Which I thought, that was a very, very good episode. Good to have Luna on.
Yeah.
Our second was, winner of best host, fucking Battle. Good.
What?
Good,
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see what you were doing there.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing fucking Battle. Was that wordplay there?
That was wordplay. Yeah, that was. I don't know if anyone's ever done that before, but
I don't think anyone's done that yet.
No. It is so weird, isn't it? That name is like just a syllable that makes up most words. Like it's just kind of like it's just an odd reoccurrence. But number 1, Soul. Soul was voted which I think, obviously Soul is. He's like the most interesting man ever, but still so humble. It's just I don't really know how that works, but it does.
Yeah, he didn't get killed like an Irish dress. I always remember Soul got that said to him. Great guy. Genuinely fun guy to be around. Can't remember if I listened to his podcast or not. I probably did.
Right.
But yeah, well deserved. I'm glad you won. Congratulations. Fucking twat.
And with that, we reach the end of the 2016 Battle Rap Resume Awards. Thank you so much for listening. This has been, pretty much I just wanted to do this for fun to see what would happen. This has been great. Obviously, Def, you were good enough to offer your services. It was great to have you as...
I've got nothing else to do, so I'm desperately trying to cling on to relevancy, so invite us back anytime.
Well, I should ask, I mean, you do have your own YouTube website. I mean, how do people find that?
If you go, I'm actually editing it at the moment as I do this podcast. So it's good to see that I've been concentrating fully on this. So if you open up your computer, go to your internet browser, then go to definition.co.uk with 2 Fs, and you've got all my movie reviews on there. You've got all my game reviews on there. I've just done a review for Rogue One. You can see my thoughts on that. I did a review last week for Moana and Snowden. I'm also doing a read-through of all the Batman graphic novels, reviewing them. I think I'm next year going to review all the James Bond movies. So there's plenty of stuff to completely avoid, because you're definitely not going to be visiting there after I've just told you that. So yeah, enjoy your internet.
And I suppose I should say as well, please, if you want to help the show, leave a review on iTunes, or you can support us. Christmas time is coming up at patreon.com/BattleRapResume. We're taking donations on there for extra bonus content, extra episodes. Someone has actually paid the top tier thing, they've kind of unretired me out of battle rap. I'm going to be battling them soon. So I'm sure...
Who are you battling?
His name's Joe, and he's never battled before, so I'm sure it's going to be a riveting contest.
Well, there's 100 views guaranteed. Yep. So, yeah, congrats on that. Look forward to seeing it.
But, Def, can I count on your services next year? The 2017 Battle Rap Awards, the Battle Rap Resume Awards?
Probably, yeah. I'll probably not be doing anything. So, yeah, get me on. I don't think the feedback for this episode is going to be very good on my behalf. But yeah, get me on if the fans still want it. You should probably have a vote for that, to be honest.
Right.
What was that crew called again? Light Work. Yeah, as long as I'm a member of that, I'm sure I'll get a lot of votes. So yeah, set it up, yeah.
Well, Def and everyone, thank you for voting, and Def, cheers for coming on, bro.
Yeah, no bother. You take care of yourself. Everyone, have a happy holidays and a happy new year, and have a great 2017. And remember that Dame guy will always be with you to react to your bars, even if no one else does. So you've always got that. Take care.